Welcome to today's yoga challenge. Let's start with a yoga mudra warm-up. So swing your arms around you and take a deep breath in and interlace your fingers behind your back. Breathe out, lift up your hands and fold forward towards your mat. And while in the pose, I want you to focus on taking deep, even breaths in and out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take one final deep breath in, and as you breathe out, come up. Bring your hands flat onto the mat behind you, fingers pointing forward, arch your back and drop your head backwards. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly breathe out through your mouth and continue to focus on taking deep, even breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take one last deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lengthen your spine. Then swing your arms out so that your left hand comes to the mat behind you. Your right hand is resting on your knee and your body is in a twist. Look over your left shoulder and continue to practice your deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up your hands, swing your arms around and twist yourself in the opposite direction. Bring your right hand down to the mat, left hand on your knee, and continue to practice your deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. One last deep breath in, breathe out and come to face forward. Lengthen your legs out in front of you. We're going to be doing a caterpillar pose. So I want you to bend your knees as much as you need to be able to grab the bottoms and outer sides of your feet. And then fold forward and bring your forehead down to your knees as far as you possibly can. And we're going to hold you for a few breaths. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lengthen your spine and slowly come up. We're going to be going into shoelace pose. So starting, take your left foot and bring it alongside your right hip and drop the knee. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left hip and put your right knee on top of your left knee. Bring your left arm up in front of you, elbow up at a 90 degrees. Then wrap your right arm around your left arm. You can either bring the backs of your hands together, or if you're able to do so, bring the front of your hands together for eagle arms. Lift those elbows up as high as you can and gently push your hands away from you. And we're going to hold in this pose for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, release your arms, and then you can use your hands to adjust your feet, and let's do the other side. Let's bring that right foot to the outside of your left hip, drop your knee, left foot outside of your right hip, and left knee on top of right. Bring your right arm up, and then wrap your left arm under and around your right arm. You can either bring the backs of your hands together if that's most comfortable, or twist right around and bring your palms together. Lift those elbows as high as you can and gently push your hands away from you and hold here for a few more breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, release your arms. You can use your hands to release your legs. Come and sit in a seated position with your legs crossed in the most comfortable position for you. Drop your chin down to your chest. Take your thumbs and place them directly behind your ears, roughly in the center of your ears. Open your fingers and then bring them to rest on the back of your head. Then lift up your head and gently push your head against your fingers. Not your fingers against your head is pushing back against your fingers. And you should be feeling a really good stretch in your back. This is a nice stretching exercise you can do if you find yourself sitting for long periods of time. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, move that left elbow backwards in a gentle twist for your body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back to center, and then twist towards the right, and hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe out to come back to center. Bring your chin down to your chest and your hands down to your knees. We're going to be doing a few neck rolls, so bring your right ear above your right shoulder and then roll forward. Bring your left ear above your left shoulder and roll over to the right again and roll over to the left. Roll over to the right, roll over to the left. Then come back to center and slowly lift up your head. Swing your legs underneath you and come up onto all fours. Knees underneath your hips, and then walk your hands forward. Drape your body down and bring your forehead down to your mat. Bring your hands together in prayer pose and then bring them up and over your head. And we're going to hold ya in puppy pose for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower your hands down to the mat and gently push yourself back up onto all fours. Now take your right hand out to the side and up, and then bring it back underneath your left arm on the mat. And bring your right ear and shoulder down to the mat and extend your left hand out to the corner in thread the needle pose. And let's hold ya for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring that left hand in front of your face and gently push yourself back up onto all fours. Now for the opposite side, left hand out to the side, then down onto the mat behind your right arm. Bring the left shoulder and ear down to the mat and extend your right hand out to the corner of your mat and hold ya for a few breaths. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring the right hand in front of your face and gently push yourself up onto all fours. Now bring your knees out towards the edges of your mat and your big toes are together. We can do a wide leg child's pose. So come to sit on your feet. Then walk your hands forward and gently drape your body down and bring your forehead down to the mat. And let's hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, use your hands to gently push yourself and lengthen your spine. Now walk your hands forward and come up onto your elbows. Lengthen your legs out behind you. Let your feet fall apart naturally. You're going to come up on your elbows, face forward with your hands flat on the mat, fingers facing forward into Sphinx Pose, and we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lower yourself down to the mat. Then gently roll over onto your side and then roll over onto your back. Briefly hug your knees into your chest and keeping your knees bent and elevated. Bring your hands up and out to the sides in the T at shoulder height. Gently drop your legs down to the right and turn your head to look over to your left hand in a gentle twist. And let's hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, engage your core, pull your belly button in towards your spine and lift your legs up and let your head come to center. Now drop your legs in the opposite direction and turn your head to look over to the opposite side and hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out again, engage your core, bring in the navel towards your spine and lift your legs and come to center. Now lengthen out your legs, and we're going to do Bananasana. So walk your right leg out towards the side and take your left leg over your right ankle. Place your left hand on top of your right hand, and then gently bring your hands over towards the right, creating a C or banana shape with your body. Go as far as you can comfortably go without lifting your hips off of the mat. If you feel your hips are lifting, rather do less of an arch. And let's hold here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your hands back to center and lengthen your spine. Now walk your feet over to the left, and once you have found as far as you can go, take your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Then swap your hands around so that the right hand is on top of the left hand, and bring your hands towards the left, forming that C with your body, or that banana shape with your body. And let's hold here for a few breaths. Please make sure your hips are not coming off of the mat. If they are, please make less of a bend. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your hands up to center and then walk your feet to center. And let's get ready now for Savasana, final resting pose. Let your feet fall apart naturally. Shoulders away from your ears, arms at your side, palms facing up. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze. A closing mantra for today. I surrender to this moment, allowing peace to fill my body and mind. Come back to your body, take a nice deep breath in. Slowly breathe out, and as you breathe out, you can wriggle your fingers and toes and move your head from side to side. Lift your arms up and over your head, point your fingers, point your toes, and give yourself a really good full body stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Then when you're ready, you can release. You can bend your knees, roll over onto your side, and use your hands to push yourself up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today, and know that I really appreciate you. Hands in prayer in front of your heart. Go well. Namaste.